Hi everyone, Father's Day is just around the corner and today I'll share with you 6 crafts for Father's Day DIY. Easy, cheap, quick, with things you find in your home and around the compound. And if you stick to the end, I'll share with you the 3 craft ideas that my kids and I made for my husband. So you get 9 instead of 6. Welcome back, and welcome if this is the first time you're on this channel. On this channel, I share with you my easy and affordable DIY ideas on how to make your own home decor. I also share my own life hacks. My name is Juliet Migwi. This is the button family and floating frame Father's Day DIY craft. And by button family, I mean we will need a paper like this, and can be colored. You can print out the words, you can print out the people, depending on if your family, there are more people, you can do that, or you can draw, and I'll show you how. It's very simple. I'm not an artist, but at least I can show you how to draw stick people. And we are the Njoroges family, so that's what I've used. That's me, that's Mike, that's Michaela, that's Samuel. And then we will need the mount, and I'm just using a simple carton cutout, cardboard cutout as some people call it. But you can use anything depending on what you have around you or what you can afford. We're using some wood as part of our floating frame. We're using buttons, and that's why it's called the button family. And then we'll need glue gun, and we'll need a glue stick, and just in case we have scissors, my everyday use. So let me show you what I did. Whatever family you have, all you need to do is, really, we're not drawing the head because that's where we're putting the button. Just a person, me there, just a simple girl, leg, go, leg goes, and then that, just so simple. And then the hands. Some people, if you want to put hair, you can. And for the guys, it's really just a simple, you don't even need to put the shoes. And then the neck. That's it, really. So simple, simple, simple. That was for showing you. But this is what we're going to do. We are going to pick the glue stick and put the buttons on. You can use buttons, you can use cutouts, anything, but it's called the button family. So there's Michaela, and that's Samuel. So that's the Njoroges button family, just like that. We're done. But we could just stick it here, and we're going to do that just now. Oh, in fact, it was, should have done that just before, but let me mark. You can mark where you want it to end, and we're making this simple. Then we're making it simple because we're adding the floating frame. So I'm just putting this within the borders I've marked. The other option would have been to first stick it before putting the buttons when it's turned upside down, and then then you continue with the buttons. But because I've already put the buttons, this is the easier way. So with the glue stick, I'll just stick it down, and as you can see, on its own it's already finished. That's the Njoroges button family. But we're going to add the wooden rim to give it a nice color and to just make it look unusual. All right. Okay, and this is where the glue gun comes in. I'm going to use the glue gun, put the glue all around. And then stick it down. Then I'm going to do the next one and the next. And the final one, the last one. The glue's done. And there we have it. The final, the finished, the button family floating frame. That's the finished product. I love that. You can, even with just the cardboard, it gives it character. And you can use timber, you can use twigs, you can use anything. Even a maize comb or sugar cane, anything to give you that floating frame. There it is, people. This is the dad flying on balloons Father's Day DIY craft. And you can say dad. In my case, I have said papa. It depends on what you say as a family. We will need a printout like this, or you draw it by hand like I have done, anything you'd like. You will need a mount. I have this, which is just a simple cardboard that I have used wrapping paper, and you could use any color to frame it. You will need cutouts, because these are what I'm using as balloons, but you can use anything, even buttons. And then glue stick. So to begin with, let's mount this on our frame. Just put glue. It's very simple and quick. And for kids, this would be a fun craft for them to make. Just frame it in there. Very quick. And now we just keep selecting colors as we go. The higher ones, going to the back. The ones that are nearer, I find that it's better off when they are the ones down. And for this, you can do cutouts even from colorful magazines. Anything goes. I'm putting 4 because the strings are 4. So of course, the balloons would be 4. But you can do anything. And with that, here is our papa or our dad balloon floating away. Papa, love you. And you can add Happy Father's Day, anything you'd like. This is my Smarty Pants Father's Day DIY craft. And for that, we will need some cutouts of the words My Smarty Pants, Dad. We will need some pegs, the tiny craft pegs. We will need some wool for joining the twigs, our clothesline, and twigs that we're going to use to make a frame. So let me show how to do this. We begin by making the frame, and we are making the frame out of we're making a simple frame out of these twigs. Let me put this aside. You decide how wide it's going to be, but I'm going to use my word my to give me the width. Dad and smart. I think for me this works because it works within the frame, so I'm going to put them aside. You can use twine, you can use knitting, thread, fish line, anything you need. So for my case, I'm going to cut out 4 equal pieces to tie the ends. Let me show you how to do that. Something simple. Alright. So at this color. Then I'm going to tie them off at the back, and I'll snip them as I need. It doesn't have to be so precise. Remember, it's a rustic DIY craft. Same thing. So we do that on all 4. This is the last one. And remember, there's nothing special about these twigs. I just got them from outside, from the neighborhood. So I'm just going to snip, cut off the edges. And then now we're going to put our clothesline. You can adjust as needed. For the clothesline, I'm just using a normal one, so that it doesn't need to be so fancy. But if you only have one type of twine, just use it. Use what you have. So let's see. Needed this wide, so let's cut off. Okay, tight. Tight enough. On the other side, same thing. tight enough, and then cut it off. Remember, it's rustic, so it doesn't have to be so neat. And then now we're going to put my Smarty pants dad. And now, not all dads will be happy being called Smarty pants, so be careful. But I mean the good Smarty pants, or smart jokes with the kids, you know. Use a small, tiny pegs. Going to mix the colors to make it colorful. And the kids would enjoy doing this if the dad has a sense of humor. So we have finished. It didn't take long. Oh my god! Look at that! My Smarty pants dad. This is the t-shirt with the handprints. Father's Day DIY craft. This is the final product. I'll show you how we achieved this using just a t-shirt, bleach, and some cutouts, as you can see, of handprints, a love heart, and the other handprint. I hope this is clear enough for you, and you can use whatever color of t-shirt that you would like. Keep watching how we got this. For this t-shirt craft with the kids' hand palm cut out and a love heart, we're going to use a t-shirt, and you will see between the back of the t-shirt and the front we have put some polythene, because we are also going to use bleach in a spray container. And we've already stuck the palm prints on the t-shirt with tape under, and the palm prints themselves, they have polythene on top or sellotape. If you have a stiff cutout that is bleach won't pass through, you can use, but for my case I taped sellotape over and then I cut out so that the bleach doesn't go through. And then we are going to just spray and as you do this, remember to do it outdoors, and you can do it on whatever t-shirt or something else you choose, and you can place the heart whichever way. If you have more than one kid, of course you don't want the whole area covered with palm prints. You can decide a different design. You know, if you have one child, of course it's one. If you want to do as a family, maybe the wife and the kids, you can do that. As you can see, it's already bleached, but we will not take these ones off just yet. We will wait for it to dry so that maybe we can get the maximum effect, and so that it doesn't spread on the other areas. You need to remember that this is concentrated bleach. Even though you add a little water, the best thing with this t-shirt is after it dries, this bit of it dries, wash it at least once like you would normally before, and also to remove that scent of the strong bleach, wash it, put some softener, maybe iron it out before you give it out to present it out as a present. As you saw from the process, it's very quick. All I did after that was wash it and iron it. And you can see the palm prints, the handprints clearly outlined, and the love heart there also. You can choose whatever other design that you wish for. So this is our handprint, t-shirt handprint Father's Day DIY craft. This is our rock Father's Day DIY craft, or you can say my rock Father's Day DIY craft. We're going to need a printout or a drawing or writing like this. This one says our rock, Happy Father's Day, handwritten, and drawing the stick people is easy. We need a head this time. We need hands, maybe just legs, and you can add the shoes if you'd like. So that's simple, very simple. Yeah, just a head, hands, legs, and shoes. Yeah, simple. Or you can have it printed out. And we will need a frame. You can use a frame that has glass, or that's, but I needed one that's deep, so I made my own, one that's deep, so that the rocks can protrude. And we need rocks. And for my family, we are 4, so we have 4 rocks. And with this, it's so simple. You just go outside, pick rocks, come and make a craft. The kids would really enjoy this. So I'm going to use glue gun. It's hot, so the glue will work very well here. You can't use glue stick because it won't stick. And the rocks are the body of our family. So just in your backyard or up there at the road, in our case, that's the dad. That's the mom coming to put some glue. That's the mommy. She's going to be shorter than everyone. She's already shorter than everyone right now. And that's the daughter, the final one. It is so quick, people. I told you, you can do this. And if I can do it, you can do it yourself. There is our rock family, our rock, our dad is our rock. Happy Father's Day. And just, I had mounted this on canvas. I had mounted this on a carton like this and cut out the shape I needed so that it's heavy enough to hold, to withstand the super glue. After this, I'm just going to put this aside. After this, I'm just going to dip this in the frame, and mine will hold. I made it to hold. You might need one that you can clip, put clips or stick at the back or put in from the back, but it needs to hold so that the family, the rocks can be firm to stand still. And you can have colored frame if you like, wood. And there is my rock. Happy Father's Day DIY craft. Look at that. And the glue has already dried. Fast, fast, fast and easy. And you don't even need to do a frame. You can just have, like the A4 paper, it can be colored paper. I'm using white paper today so that you are able to see clearly what I'm doing. And you can just mount it on this, on that, even on that, it is good enough. This is the easiest and simplest DIY Father's Day craft. All we need is paint, paper, a mount, and in this case I'm still using a carton, and I've done I've framed it with wrapping paper, and your kids palm prints or hand prints. And you can also, this one is where you can surprise your husband if you want him to be in this, or the father of the kids if you want him to be in this one, because we need palm prints or hand prints from everyone. So I did this beforehand so that it would be dry with my kids and my family. So the blue one is my husband's, the yellow one is mine, the green one is my son, the pink one is my daughter. So we are saying we are yours and you're ours. That's what we're saying to the dad. And right now what we're going to do is just mount this. So you just find a way of putting paint on your hands. If you want to put it on a plate, put your palms down and put it on the paper, do that. If you want to paint it direct with a brush or a sponge onto the hands, do that. And this is so simple. And you can also just have the kids' palm prints or hand prints, and then you can present it to the father. Very, very, very simple. All you need is paper, place to mount it, and you don't even need to mount it. Colors and a glue stick if you're mounting it. And there it is. Our paint, handprint, Father's Day DIY craft. From the other 6 crafts, my daughter, my son, and I put together some craft ideas for Father's Day for Mike, their dad, my husband, and I would like to share that with you so that you can see that the tip for today is that take whatever is out there, take what I have offered you and tweak it, change it, work with it, to work with your budget, to work with your kids, to work with your time, to work with your husband, whatever kind of a person he is, or the father of your kids, change it accordingly. So let me show you. This is Michaela's. Michaela is my daughter. So we've used twigs, like the other one. We've used wool and tied it around here. We've used pegs and put them down with glue from the glue gun. And then she wrote a note for Mike, and we've mounted it so that it's just a little stiff because he loves tea, and my daughter always tells him, why are you always taking tea? Too much tea. And so we tweaked it so that there's a tea bag in here for his tea. So for his next tea o'clock, he'll have some tea bag. So that's, as you can see, we've used the twig and the pegs technique for this one. And my son, Samuel, his dad loves riding and Sam loves riding with him. So what we did, we used the buttons for the bike wheels and also mounted the cutouts for the balloons. And here he says, Dad, I'm hungry. Oh, and they're always joking with each other. So he says here, Dad, I'm hungry. And then, hi, hungry? I'm Dad. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, happy Father's Day. That's their connection. So I've also tweaked it depending on how the kids connect with their dad. And finally, here is mine for the wife. So what we did, remember the handprint technique where we just cut out handprints for, let's say like for the paint handprint. We didn't do paint because we wanted this to last longer and wanted to give it the 3D effect. So we used handcraft felt so that it can last longer, and we had each person's palm. So that's my husband's, that's mine, that's Samuel's, and that's Michaela's. So this will be mine to him. I hope he doesn't watch this video before that day, but if he does, happy Father's Day. I hope you found value in all the crafts that we made. I even shared my own personal crafts. Please keep watching, subscribe, share, comment, and tell me what you'd like to watch from me. God bless you. Barakatele. Bye.